Everybody, getting in the Christmas season. We've hit the 20s, and Anne and Renata have been to a Christmas party where there was free alcohol.
There wasn't a lot of free alcohol.
Oh, there was.
We behaved ourselves.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Not even slightly did I behave myself anyway.
Well,
we behaved ourselves in one way.
yes.
We ladies. I drank with my pinky finger up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
But that does mean that we have no concept of what we're talking about tonight. Hello, Fiona. How are you? Welcome. Have you shared the link?
No.
Oh, well, please, let me find you a link. I've just got to go over into here and try and find, oh, boy, my tummy's a little bit full of all the goodness of pizza and garlic bread. And
it's all right. We will handle who we have today. That is fine. It's fine.
I want more, Renata. I want more.
Welcome, everyone, to day 19.
20. It's the 20th.
No, it's the 19th.
It's the 20th, according to my computer. Have we missed something? Who's right? What date is it, everyone?
Is it the 19th or is it the 20th?
Why are you looking at that? It's not going to tell you. All right. Share that link around, everyone. Let us know, because Renata's just refusing to do it. Hello, Melanie. You're awake. I'm not sure if I'm going to be for much longer.
Yeah, Melanie, I know what that's like. I was awake all night last night. I slept for an hour. 1 hour, bright and cheery at 3 o'clock and then 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock.
So 20th.
Is it
But
the
if you're in
20th
England,
today?
it might be the 19th.
Okay. Right. Happy solstice, everyone. Now, before we go ahead with what the unplanned thing that we had for tonight, we are going to open up some more Christmas cards.
And there's some little bundles of joy in here as well.
We actually are very pleased to announce that we have 35 Christmas cards, which is 5 more than last year.
Woo-hoo!
Just amazing. Love it, absolutely love it. Thank you for everyone that has sent us Christmas cards. Don't know what this is here. This is from Sam Shepherd.
Oh, it's got to Renata.
Oh, and one for Anne.
Oh, there's one
each.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, so
what part of the world did it come from?
That means after we open all of these, we'll have 40 cards, 10 more than last year.
Oh, we're so much more popular. We're 25% more popular.
That is amazing. Oh, look.
Oh, sparklies.
Look at that.
Wow.
Oh, look.
Oh,
sparkles.
I love sparklies.
Oh, look.
Look at mine.
They're diamond dots.
It's what they call this. It's what Maxine made ours out of. Hi, Anne and family. Merry Christmas and fantastic 2024. Here is a bookmark from Timu that my daughter made, Sam and Jolene. Look at the puppy. That looks like my Max.
Look at that.
Thank you so much. Oh, that's a good angle. I've got a good picture of it there.
That is so awesome,
wow.
Sam. Thank you so much.
And there is a little thing in there as well. It's a cat. There's a little cat.
Yeah. Mine is some don't move your foot.
Don't move your foot.
Sorry, don't move your foot. Sorry. It's a little pussy cat.
Oh, my pussy's never been that small. I feed mine too well. Look, hang on.
I didn't see these on Timu.
No, it's a little tiny. Hang on, I'll put this there so you can see the little. I'm doing my Timu demonstrations. A little tiny itty bitty pussy cat. Oh, that's so cute.
Oh no, this is a puppy
I'm
dog.
going to put mine up there.
This is a little, it looks like a little pug.
So cute.
It looks like a little baby pug.
Wow.
Oh, that is so cute. Thank you so much.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And made too.
Oh, thank you. Thank
All
you,
right.
thank you. The diamond dots of Temu.
I am going to open up the next one. I'm just hoping I don't.
Oh, that is
got
just
one of those
so
dreadful
beautiful. Thank you.
And oh, this is from Lisa, who is going to be our travel buddy in the UK. I noticed Renata's gone straight for the big parcel, so I always go for the cards first. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a red squirrel. Squirrel. We all know what that means for us. Squirrel. Oh, she's even put a stamp in so we could do a return. Oh. Why do reindeer wear bells? Because their horns don't work. Oh. Hang on to that for me. Why do reindeer hang on their? What do reindeer hang on their Christmas trees?
I saw it. Ornaments.
Ornaments. Oh, wishing you both a spectacular. Almost read that as Dracula. 2024, may it manifest an abundance of joy and subscriber bells ringing. Oh, please.
Oh, please.
Around the globe, there's more to discover. Shine an ultraviolet light on Lacey, you're so clever. On this card to reveal the rest of my message. Hold that. I've got an ultraviolet light.
You clever person.
Oh, I like it, Shelley.
Lisa, you clever person.
Thanks to the Phasm light available on Oz Paratech, I can actually do ultraviolet. All right, I'm going to turn it on, I think. How do I do that? I've got to put it to there or to there. No, I've got to press the button to turn it on. And Auntie Anne's had a few.
She's had one drink.
Drinky poo.
She's had a drink.
There it goes. UV is on.
Oh. So cute.
You are so clever.
Look.
Look, can you see it? Real magic.
Oh,
Little
that
love
is
heart.
so good.
Oh my God, that is awesome.
Oh wow.
Oh, is there anything else on there we can read? Any goss?
Thank you so much. Hi everyone. Hi for joining us.
Just opening up our Chrissy cards. We'll be up to 40 by the time we get through these ones. And then we're going to go on to questions. And we've got Lawrence, Fairy Dragon, Sir Stash, Roscoe, 88, and Lawrence, and Zena and Daisy.
So
this is our beautiful regulars.
This is Lorna Nichols. How do the elves clean Santa's sleigh on the day after Christmas?
I don't know, Renata. How do Santa's elves clean the sleigh after Christmas?
They use Santitizer.
Oh. Oh. Oh, this one is from Linda, the Spiritual Alchemist.
Oh.
With a really big card. There you are. Open that. But there is something else in there, which we'll open the card first because it's always polite to open the card first. That's okay, Daisy. We will be opening them after Christmas as well.
Make it merry, make it bright, make it magical.
Oh, we've already had some magic.
Nice. Oh, look. She's put a card in. Thank you. Have a fabulous Christmas, prosperous New Year for you both and your team. Thank you for what you all do.
Aww.
Blessings from Linda and her team. From Linda, the Spiritual Alchemist. Yay!
A little sparkly bag.
Ooh.
From Linda, the Spiritual Alchemist.
Ooh.
Are you on, Linda?
Wow. You need your super duper knife.
Oh, okay. I don't trust myself with the super duper knife tonight because after a few Videllos, the knife doesn't work quite like it used to. So I'm trying to keep it away from my thighs. Well, you got to, because if you split that artery that's down there in your crotch, you're gone.
Stab your foot out, doesn't it?
Oh, it just ripped. There you go.
Oh, presents. Oh, we've got
Can I drink
spiritual
it?
stuff. No, no, we've got
We've
sprays.
got sprays. That says thank you. And thank you.
We've got sprays. And I think this might be some sort of a soap too. Oh, nice.
Mm.
Very
Oh,
nice.
I feel far more spiritual straight away. You'll have to tell us what they are, Linda. Thank you, it says, for supporting my small business.
Oh,
Linda, the spiritual alchemist. Oh, God, she's going straight for a thigh. The thing that I said.
I'm going for an artery.
Well, Daisy, Renata had about 3 drinks, and then she thought she had 2, but one of the glasses was very, very full. And I said that was 2 drinks in that one. So we realised that she might still be over the limit. So we got my husband to come and pick us up. But, I mean, we're only a couple of blocks away from the studio.
Look.
Oh, pretty.
Pretties.
Oh,
Thank you.
oh, thank you so much.
Oh, you going to open
Look at
yours? Do you want me to?
Oh,
open
there's one
yours?
for me as well.
Yes.
Oh, I thought we had to
You're
share
not getting
that.
mine. Stuff
Stop.
you. Look.
I can't believe
They
people
go
want
with-
us presents.
They go with my top. Look. How cool is that?
She'll have to give us the same thing,
Thank
otherwise we
you.
get jealous. Whoop. Oh no, I got a red one. I got my the eye that looks like the protective eye charm, and I've got a red one.
A bauble.
Got a ball. It's a crystal
Baubles.
ball.
Yeah, they are.
Crystal ball on a
Beautiful.
chain.
Thank
There's
you.
got something inside it too. Oh wow, that's amazing.
Thank you so much.
Everyone, check out Linda the Spiritual Alchemist, please. Please, and there's still more. All right.
Last one.
Last one. I don't even know what this is because I don't know if it might be a magazine or something. It might not be a card. Might be rather awkward.
That could be. No, it's a card.
Oh, phew.
It's huge.
It's huge. Oh.
Anne and Renata love Christmas so much they could shit tinsel. Oh, I love it. It's another Moonpig one.
Is there a card, a return address?
Oh, I know who this is from. See you in 3 months. Merry Christmas to my favourite aunties. I made you an audio message.
Oh.
Oh,
Are
do we
we
share it?
Did you see the jokes?
Do we?
Yeah, do it. Read it out.
Okay.
I don't care anymore.
Okay, what does a man who had a vasectomy have in common with a Christmas tree? I've read something like this before. Their balls are both decorative. Why does Mrs. Claus call her lap the chimney? So Santa will go down.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Why is Christmas like an orgasm?
Why?
The closer it gets, the louder you get about its arrival.
This is true.
Oh, that's just gorgeous. I'm
But-
pretty sure that's from Danielle.
Well, we'll have to do the audio message. There's a QR code on the inside, so I'm going to scan the QR
Isn't that
code.
the best card?
I'm a little concerned as to what might happen when I scan the QR code. All right, there is the scanning, and no, it didn't scan. There we are. Tap the shutter. Isn't this clever? Did the other one have one of these?
No.
Get ready to be wowed. Someone made you a message.
Merry Christmas, Anne and Renata. Here's a question for you. Why does Santa always come down the chimney? Because he knows better than to come in the back door. Happy Christmas.
That is from Danielle,
Oh.
our Irish correspondent, I think.
Yes.
Even though it had Australian stamps on it. So she must have ordered it from Ireland in Australia and it gets posted out from Australia.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it only costs you the Australian.
It's $1.30 for that
Yeah.
big envelope. Wow.
Cool. That's Moonpig. So that's they actually do really good cards. It's a company that just does these beautiful big cards and things. Oh, that's really awesome. Thank you.
All right, now we've had a few Sherrys. Hello, Spooky Girl. Hello, Melanie. You can ask us anything, and we will do our best to answer you.
We might be ready to say anything.
There's been a few things going on in the background.
So ask us a juicy question.
The alcohol. Hello, Sandra. May have loosened up the inhibitions there. So Renata had 3. I've probably had about 5 Modelo's. So I'm juicy. We have been, Cameron, at the Newcastle Live Christmas party. And we had pizza and garlic bread. It was just a nice little, what shall we call it?
Just end of year kind of work gathering. Yeah.
Yeah, and just to celebrate surviving the year, because 2023 has been awesome in some ways, but it's also been a bit shit in other ways. I like it. What else have I been up to today? I met with the real estate agent to discuss selling my dad's house, and they've now given me a timeline of when everything's going to happen and when people are coming in to start renovations. We've got to have the house completely emptied by the 2nd of January, which is just over a week away. That's sort of like really close. Daisy, we're not doing a naked selfie. It's just ugly.
Daisy.
Just ugly. What else have I been up to?
I worked today, and the wind where we were was just so bad that the shop has sliding doors. This is at the Witch's Charm at Waters Bay, so you're getting the wind off the water there. And at one stage it got so bad that when the doors opened up, I think because of the pressure of the wind, they have a Christmas tree out near the front door.
Yeah.
That just went flying.
Oh, wow.
went all over the floor. Yeah. Spooky Girl, do we have black-eyed kids in Australia? Not that we know of. I haven't heard of any black-eyed children stories.
All right, I'm going to do a quick Google search. Black-eyed children in Australia. Let's see what it comes up with. Got black-eyed children real or just a creepy myth. There doesn't seem to be anything coming up except for somebody on an Etsy store. Check out our black-eyed children selection. Oh, let's open that up. Let's share that with everyone. I'll open that, and here we are. I will go over. I'm just going to find it.
It's a movie.
I've got a lot of tabs open at the moment.
It's a movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Children movie, mini gothic photo with black-eyed children. They've got stickers, a few other bits and bobs. Oh, they've got a few things there.
Oh, what would you like to see on a T-shirt? If there was something that you would buy with a T-shirt on it that's paranormal, yeah.
Hello, Spirit Seeker Paranormal.
In that sort of genre, what would you buy if we created a T-shirt with something on it?
Well, I've got a few questions here. I've just got to go back up into the start. Have you ever investigated while tipsy?
No.
Yes.
Anne, have you?
I have.
Oh, wow. Was I with you?
No.
Because I would have smacked you.
I might have been doing it for an experiment to see if I had better communication. I wasn't drunk. I've never investigated drunk. But I've definitely been tipsy.
And look, some people do come on the tour after having a drink for courage and one drink. But we thoroughly do not recommend anyone doing investigations or tours while they are drunk. Absolutely not. 0, 0. Please do not. Grandma's
not a demon. T-shirt. Because you know we say that it's probably your grandma there and you're calling them a demon and they're pissed off with you. I like that. Knitting skeletons. I'm going to save those questions. I love all the T-shirts you have. I like the ribs with the heart shirt that Anne wears. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. So if you would like to see a T-shirt with something on it, something that you would say, oh my God, that would make a brilliant T-shirt, let us know. Let us know in the comments.
I think your Ghostbusting Duo is the best T-shirt. I would agree.
Oh, that's such a good design, that one. Yep. It is super.
Right, we've got some more questions. Easy question. How long does Temu take to deliver? Normally around about 1 to 2 weeks. So that's what our orders have taken.
If things are going well. Sometimes they it takes a lot longer, and they will actually send you a voucher and say, sorry, it's not going to be here in the right amount of time, but we're going to send you a voucher.
You get an extra $5 off your order next time or something. And they normally send you tracking numbers and are pretty good with letting you know where it's at. Lawrence Yeltserman said, do you have favourite spirit you interact with?
Oh.
Sort of, yes. Sort of. Yeah, ones that I know well, that like an A-wing of Maitland Jail, there's one that as soon as they start saying slut, bitch, whore, we think that's Philip, and generally we will get the name Philip, or sometimes we might get the name Philip first and then we get the slut, bitch, whore happening, because he doesn't seem to like women and he's starting to take a dislike to me, which I quite enjoy because that means I get more interaction out of him. And we've got one that's turning up in the residence pretty regularly now as well.
Yes. I think over time it sort of proves itself whether you seem to be speaking to the same spirit or not, especially when people come in that haven't been there before and those names come up, or the type of conversation that particular spirit would normally conduct seems to come up again. So, that becomes really, really interesting. And we've had that happen a little bit in A-Wing, absolutely.
And Steve, or Stephen, is another name that comes up very regularly. Mm-hmm. Spit.
Don't give away all of our names.
No, but it's good to actually say it out loud, because that way when people do come on a tour and they hear it coming out on the spirit box, it's sort of more interesting, unless people have been pre-programmed to listen to those names. Back away! Hey, Anna and Renata, what's the funniest or most unusual item you've come across while investigating a location? That's been porn.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Oh, we were investigating.
Don't look.
Yeah, we were investigating a place for a particular gentleman who felt that his place was haunted for a number of reasons. And things were getting a little bit dicey. And I said, do you mind if I go into the back room? Which he said that's where all the activity was.
Oh, I'll tell you, the activity's in there.
It was his bedroom. And I've walked into his bedroom, and there are naked women all over the walls. And I've gone, interesting. And I've walked back out, haven't said a word to him, And I don't know whether he said, I apologise for the state of the room or something. And I said, I'm not here to judge. But yes, that was interesting.
But things went downhill.
Things went downhill after that. Let me tell you,
it's happened twice, because it happened on another private investigation that we did on an island. You've forgotten. I will tell you later.
All right. The other one was another place that we went to where they had a gun safe and a machete on the wall.
And the machete was sort of like if you stood in the doorway, you could see the person at the front door, and you could grab that machete without anyone seeing you grabbing the machete. Yeah,
they were potentially there to weaponize, not like for protection, not as something that was like
and there was
decorative.
Cameras all outside around the house.
That was a bit scary. Other than that, yeah.
Okay. There's been some funny ones over the years.
Yeah, I had to crawl under the house for something once to retrieve because they thought there was something ridiculous going on under the house, and I crawled in under and grabbed what they thought was a poppet hanging down below. Didn't turn out to be a poppet at all. So yeah, had some interesting experiences, but I've gone up a ladder into the roof cavity, or it looked like a roof cavity, but it used to be another floor of an old pub, and had a look up there, and there was some really interesting old iron beds, a lot of bed heads still up there. Look. Maybe not funny. Funny isn't the word. Just either really like slightly shocking, or things that you would not expect. You kind of weren't ready for, and you went, I just won't react to this. I won't react. I'll pretend I didn't see it, or it's not affecting me. So, yeah, interesting.
Yes, Lisa. Yeah. All right. We have Spooky Girl. Do we have skinwalkers in Australia? So I just did a quick search on that. And it doesn't seem that they do. There was a great story there in Aboriginal folklore. They had the Mimi, a very tall, thin creature that taught the original Australians to hunt, fish, and draw cave paintings, but if approached in the wrong way, may kick and slap. But that's not a skinwalker. A skinwalker is something that can morph forms and change the way it looks. So,
and you're also you're probably dealing with something that might be Native American Indian in its cultural background rather than Australian. So maybe not.
I'm just jumping over.
Unless someone knows a story that they want to share with regard to that. But, I don't think so.
Rightio. Has a spirit ever followed you home? Possibly.
Yeah, and I'd say that for both of us.
Yeah. I have had times where I've come home and the next day I felt really tired and down. I think it's just a paranormal hangover. And then you start having thoughts that is not normal thoughts that you would have, like, I'm just hopeless. What am I doing? I can't do anything right. And I start to be really hard on myself. And then I just sort of go down a spiral. And that's not like me. And I suddenly go, hang on a second. That's not like me. Whoever's attached to me, I recognize what you're doing. Get out of here. You do not have permission to be here with me any longer. I don't know how I inadvertently gave you permission to piggyback with me, but you can feck off now.
Yeah.
And that seems to do the trick.
Yeah, I think it's really a matter of recognition and shaking it off and kind of getting out of that headspace. Because
but even if it's not an attachment, that's a good way to handle it anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's when things like the sprays that you can get, the cleansing sprays, and even some sage will help kind of just shake you out of that sense of an energy kind of still being there and sort of just settling upon you, just getting rid of it.
Oh, yeah, we answered that one. When I think of you both, I watched the video of Anne's video where she got a surprise when you saw the diamond painting I did for you both. It's still just behind us there. We put it up on the stand when we do our tarot nights. And quite often you'll see it in the background there. I'm having a few issues with lights and things at the moment, so you can't see it as well as you normally can, but it is there, Maxine. Favourite places to investigate?
Oh, the next place. The next place.
Oh, look, Maitland Jail. I would just, and look, our boss has given us permission to do some research in there, and I'm looking forward to doing that because I've had crazy EVPs from in there when like many years ago, and we're just too busy to actually sit and do quiet time and do proper investigating with EVPs and sitting quietly and listening, reacting to whatever happens.
Yeah, we're always working in there rather than kind of being able to just be and do our own investigations. We don't get the opportunity to do that. So we are really looking forward to just being able to explore and sit without needing to perform for people or to make things happen, to just be in there and see what happens around us. Yeah. Look, overseas, what are the... I would love to go into the Tower of London.
I want to go into the Paris catacombs. I'm interested in doing that.
I'd love to go to the Colosseum.
Yes.
I'd love to go to the Colosseum. I'd love to go to places that aren't as popular as all of those mainstream places. Often kind of little more unknown spots that are known to be really, really haunted.
I have to admit, I would love to go to Auschwitz, and I know you wouldn't, but not to actually investigate, but to just sit and reach out with my heart and soul and just feel and empathize as much as I could. Don't think I would ever actually truly understand what happened there, but
I'd love to go to some more places in Australia. You know, I think we haven't even tapped into what's available in Australia yet. Australia's so big. You know, it's kind of, you can go halfway around England to try and get to one spot here in Australia. When are we coming back to Tassie? Soon, I hope.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
We've actually got a little bit of an idea, and we'll run it past some of our friends and see what they say. And stay tuned on that one is all I can say. Don't know when it will happen, but we have the idea. All right, Cameron said, here's an idea for the T-shirt. Have a pic of you two in the middle and have all the cards you've got this Chrissy, the front pics, going all around like a ghost, and have the pic of you two as the eyes. Wow, that's creative.
That is creative.
I don't know how we would do that, because the one that I created for the Ghost Grannies and the Sydney Harbour Bridge and the True Hauntings, I did through AI, and I really I kept refining my search and what I needed until we got that picture, which I just adore that picture, even though my boobs are not that big and perky and my waist is definitely not that small. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, we've gone to Daisy. Is Isaac Butterfield a gentleman in reality? Yes.
He's very, very different from his persona.
Mind you, he still tells you exactly what he thinks.
Yeah.
He's very honest, and I would much prefer that in a person any day than somebody who pussyfoots around you and pretends to be nice and then turns around and stabs you in the back.
But he is.
He is, and he's very. He actually champions the weak, I would say. So I know that he comes across, particularly with the headings and the things that he has for his YouTube, as a bully, but it's hard to put into words. He's making a living out of YouTube. He is a comedian. He is an entertainer. So he needs to press buttons, because otherwise, if he doesn't press the buttons, he's just another boring comedian. So
this is what people
want.
His
persona.
That's what they're after. When they tune into Isaac, that's what they're after. They don't want him to go all nice and beige. They're not going to watch him if he's beige. They're going to watch him when he sort of says things that make you cringe.
All right, I'm just trying to get into some of the next questions that are coming in. With Christmas next week, what are your best gifts so far
On your shelves.
on your shelves?
Getting through Christmas is going to be the best gift for me. We aren't planning any gifts at our place, so it's going to be kind of like a giftless Christmas. I'm going to be over at my mother-in-law's.
Eating dried cake.
Eating lots of nice food and being with the rest of the family, and that's kind of about it. So it's going to be a very simple Christmas. I think you guys are just going to be busy with the house and everything. And
yeah, then we're going to spend the week clearing out my dad's house, ready for it to be really gutted and painted and carpets pulled up and everything, which is all got to be done by the 2nd of January. So I have bought Roman a present for Christmas. And his birthday is a week after Christmas, and I have bought that for him as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Karen has definitely bought me a present now, Karen, which I haven't opened yet because I knew that I wouldn't be getting much in the way of gifts. So I kept that so I had something to open on Christmas Day. We'll have lots for the kids. We've got 3 grandkids, so we'll be spoiling them rotten. And I'd rather put some money towards travel next year rather than Christmas gifts because I had to have Christmas gifts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not big on jewellery. Not big on things, stuff. I'd rather have an experience.
Daisy asks a really good question. Do your husbands ever think you've gone too far with what you do? I have to say that my husband hasn't. No. Sometimes I think he acts interested in what I do. In many cases, it's like, yeah, whatever. Well, I think we supply them with enough photos and information when we go overseas, so they're really aware of what's going on. But yeah, no, I have to say my husband has never said to me, "What do you think you're doing? This is one step too far."
Yeah, no, my husband hasn't done that either. He misses me because I'm away so much. Your husband's happy you're gone. Yeah. I can understand that. And he gets a little bit frustrated sometimes that I'm not there as much as he'd like me to be, but he supports everything that we do, and is actually probably a little bit happy that we've found something that we are so passionate about, and I found somebody to share the chaos with. I mean, when he's working full time, he is grateful that I have somebody to travel with and do everything that I want to do, because I want to do so much and he can't do it with me while he's working. But once he retires, I don't know what the fuck we're going to do, Renata.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
We'll have to say Cousin Steve's not available to look after the animals and he has to stay there.
We'll have to find more money.
We did do
it. There'll be 4 now.
All 3 of us.
We did go, yes. We did go to Germany together.
And she did get used to seeing him walk around in his underpants.
Awkward. # very awkward.
He just doesn't care. I think there's a bit of Asperger's there. He's an engineer and he's special, isn't he?
Yeah,
both their husbands are very special.
Very special.
He loves what we do. And I mean, he actually helps me with a lot of it as well. Oh, the F-off spray.
F-off spray is very good.
I had the Money Fecking Loves Me spray out this morning, and I was squirting that around before the real estate agent came over.
Yeah, you can buy that spray from Spells and Spirits.
Yes.
That is the Facebook page and the web page to buy that spray. And it is very, very good for removing nasty negative energies. Yes.
And particularly if you've had an argument or you've had some yucky people in the house and you just go, oh my God, they've left me with such a bad vibe, get some of that spray out and spray it around and it removes that energy. Oh, the indigestion's coming back now with the pizza. Lucky I'm prepared with my Volanta.
Okay, and Spooky Girl.
Oh, hang on, Tammy first. Have you ever heard your name called and turn around but no one is there?
Yeah.
Yep.
It does sound a little bit odd though. It doesn't sound like a normal calling out. It has that different sort of tone to it. That's what I found anyway.
It's for me, it was always like it was a little bit further away. But I remember one time I thought Roman had called out for me, and I went in and said, "What?" He went, "I didn't call you." I said, "No, I just heard Anne, right, really clearly. It was your voice." No, I didn't call you. That's creepy. Now on Spooky Girls.
Okay, are you going up to the tower to investigate? No, not for at least 6 months. The tower is something that is part of the heritage history of Maitland Jail, and they do have tour guides who have been trained to talk about the history of the guard tower, and they don't want to sort of muddle the two things. At the moment, it's just going to be a historical tour for at least 6 to 12 months. Then they might see, but you can't have a lot of people going up there. That's kind of the problem.
Like 2 people at a time going up there or something. So
it would take a long time to do anything in the tower other than just allowing people to go up. And our suggestion is go and do a tour. Go and do a daytime tour.
History tours, yeah.
Yep.
Merry Christmas to you, Tammy. I hope it's an awesome one. And Daisy said, haha, awkward. My neighbour answered the door in her big undies. I know the feeling. Oh, he's got the tidy whities, except they're not white. So we did that one.
Maxine, what was the best thing that you have ever been to and why? Oh, boy. So many.
I've been to the Stanley Hotel at Estes Park, Colorado, and that was amazing. There is so much history with the location. At the time, I didn't know it, and I remember driving up to the location, and we'd have to stop because there was elk or something that were on the side of the road, deer, and you can't drive around them. You sort of got to wait till they move from you, and they were huge with these big antlers, and I'm going, far out, I'm in the Rocky Mountains. And then you get up to the Estes, into Estes Park, and it's really cute. They've got all these little pubs and cafes and cute shops, and then there's the big Stanley Hotel, which is what inspired Stephen King to write The Shining. And there is a special room there that Jim Carrey stayed in, and also Stephen King stayed there. And it was a room where they had an explosion at some stage or other when it was, I think it was the night it opened, wasn't it? If I remember correctly, somebody had left because they weren't used to the gas lamps or something. They'd left the gas burning and it all exploded. And there was a death or a severe injury. Can't remember. I'd have to listen to the podcast again. But that room is supposed to be very, very haunted, and you have to pay extra. And they actually auctioned this room off because we're at a paranormal convention, and they auctioned the room off to the highest bidder, and the money went to a local charity, which I thought was really lovely. Mm-hmm. And our friend who was there, who is no longer with us now, Jason, bid for the room, and he shared it with all of us to have an experience in this special room at the Stanley Hotel. So we all got 2 hours each during the night. Wow. And I was so grateful to him for doing that, and to be able to say that I spent time in there. I've got no evidence whatsoever, but it was great.
Amelia.
Oh, my God, Amelia.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Amelia.
That's a load of coffee money. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Such a wonderful thing.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
You've just made my Christmas. Yeah, so that was my best one. What about yours?
Look, I was so thrilled with being in New Orleans in the French Quarter. I could have walked around for days and days still.
And beignets.
I just loved looking at the buildings and going into the old buildings and reading the history on the walls. A lot of the old buildings have plaques on them, and they tell you what was there prior to what you're seeing right now. And that was really absolutely just fascinating. I've loved everywhere that I have been, everywhere that I've gone, England, Glastonbury, all of the haunted sites over there, Ireland. Like, it's just one beautiful place after the next. And you go, I can't choose because they're all so special. They're all so special. Lawrence asks a really interesting question next, though.
Let me get onto that one now.
Have you ever been disappointed in a famous haunted site after you visited? Yes. Yes.
A few.
A few. And one of them being that stupid Blackfriar.
Cook up your blackened chips.
Blackfriar Tuck House or whatever.
Pontefract. The Black Monk of Pontefract.
Oh, Lord.
But, I mean, I still think there was true poltergeist activity
absolutely.
there at the time.
When the original family was there.
Yeah, but I don't think it's there so much now, although Alison and Cag had a doll thrown at them down the stairs. It's just there's some dubious stuff going on with the neighbours next door. Listen to our podcast and you'll know what we're talking about. And we went to the Ancient Ram Inn, and historically it was astounding to think of it's from the 1100s, and you read about all the again, there was monks and things there, and there was dead cats, and there was a pagan site, and it was all furfies, but we're going again. But instead of having 30 people,
lots of money to go there.
Instead of having 30 people there with us, it's just the 4 of us. It's costing us £80 each, but we figured, well, we can go and hire a motel room for the night, or we can go and stay there. So, yeah, it's double the price. But it's the night we arrive in England. We arrive at 6 a.m. in the morning. We start our overnighter at 7 p.m. that night. We're going to be dead. And we won't have had a shower for 25 hours. We're going to get on this to get off the plane. There's nowhere to shower because the showers are on the inside of the airport, not the outside. Then we're going to hang around all day till 7 p.m. till we get to the Ancient Ram Inn, where there's no showers and no proper beds. Oh, it was a great idea. But if we wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, at least we can investigate quietly. So I think Lisa will be very happy about that. She'll finally get a quiet EVP session apart from... We'll call that white noise, shall we? Oh, Daisy, thank you so much.
Thank
you,
Daisy.
Coffee. Get some wine.
Thank you, Daisy.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Merry Christmas, Daisy.
We might hold on to that $12 to get more wet wipes for when we arrive.
Flushable wet wipes.
No, don't flush those things down the toilet. Don't flush them. They clog up your brain.
There's flushable ones.
No.
Trust me, these ones disintegrate as you're using them, so I know they disintegrate.
Oh, God.
Your finger goes through. You go,
Stop!
oops.
Our lives are going to be fabulous. I can tell you that. Make sure you're there for our lives because they will be hilarious.
Thank you so much. Linda, what are these sprays? What's in them? What's the special magical essence? Because I've been spraying it on myself, and if it's butt wipe, I'm in trouble. Thank you so much. That was so gorgeous of you.
It's beautiful.
I got the hiccups now.
Yes, look, I am thinking of going back to Richmond Vale and doing 1 or 2 next year. I will approach them and ask them whether we can come out and do another tour out there. So, it's on the cards to do. Absolutely.
All right, I'm just finding a couple more questions in
and
there.
Thank you absolutely for these. Thank you.
Richmond Railway, yeah, that's an awesome museum. I really quite enjoyed that. Just getting back up now to the questions. How do you feel about ghost hunting apps available on your phone?
Look, the purists would say they're rubbish. Yeah, so
but why? Why do they say they're rubbish?
Because of the amount of human interference with creating them and making them.
But there's human interference when you're using dowsing rods. There's human interference with pendulums.
Absolutely. Totally. So they're probably as good as any of those devices. But in saying that, you have to really take everything with a grain of salt, everything that comes out of it. And we have had some interesting results.
Yeah.
We have had some really interesting results. But could you show that to a paranormal investigator or a scientist and go, this is absolute proof?
It's not proof.
No. No one will accept that as proof.
It is absolutely a tool. I am suspicious of any of them that need to access your microphone or access your location, because they cheat. They'll listen to you and repeat back words similar to what you're saying, or if it's accessing your location, it means it'll find out if you're in a jail or you're a hospital, or spit out words associated with that. So the EMF, when they're reading EMF, how can they read EMF when your phone is putting out EMF? If your phone can work in aeroplane mode with that app still running, then I find that more interesting, because it can't access the internet to cheat.
Yeah.
But if spirit is energy, why can it not interact with apps on phones that essentially run off battery? I can't remember what I'm going to say now. The wine's leaving the system.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you ever been touched by a spirit?
Yes, many times.
Yes.
Yeah. In places that she doesn't want to mention here because we'll get demonetized. There's a really good toilet at the prison.
Yeah, interesting experience there.
Marambara, New South Wales says, if you guys, how do we persuade you to do a guided ghost hunt there? One called my name on a spirit app about the fourth word it gave. Get permission for us to come and do it, and we'll come out and run one. We have to make money on it, because it would mean that we would have to give up our income on that Saturday night that we normally earn. So, of course, we'd make a donation to whoever
the
it
locations
was,
and
to the
sites.
location. Mm-hmm. That's not a problem, but we've got to cover our fuel and accommodation and pay us to be there to replace our wage back in Newcastle.
If there is a site there that has some nice haunted history, we're very interested to go out and have a look.
You'd find that we would have quite a few people who would love to come out there and do that, so we can actually bring some tourism into the location as well, to stay at the local pubs and hotels or whatever it is that's out there, and they'll eat there, and so it will bring money into the community as well. Love it. I had my shirt pulled. I was standing accidentally on a grave of blood. Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
By a shiwi. All right, just got to get to top of the cask range. Cheeky. Can get both wipes and dry shampoo. Buy a shiwi. That will solve all the problem.
No.
There we go. Smudge spray, all handmade, moon water and essential oils.
Thank you.
I need to spray some of this stuff in some people's face at the moment. We've had somebody trying to hack my Facebook account. I'm not impressed.
Yindi, make our own app. There are so many people making apps, Do you add to that? I don't know.
The problem with it is when they use these apps and that's all they use. And we have seen some of the YouTube things where they're wandering around with Spirit Talker, and it will say words, and so they build a story around what Spirit Talker is saying and make it fit the agenda that is that they're trying to tell the story. Because
you have to occasionally ask a question and expect a response that is an intelligent response.
And I'll keep asking the same question.
Yeah, I totally understand how the Spirit Talker may be leading a conversation, and so you're asking about the words that are coming out, but occasionally you need to swap that around, and you'll be asking a question and requiring a response. And if you don't get a response, then really, is it an intelligent entity that you're dealing with? Is it actually connecting with someone at all? So, it's one of those grey areas that people don't like to talk about, but I kind of always go back to the thing of, I need to ask you a question as simple as, what's your name? Can you give me a name?
Good heavens, we've almost been on for an hour.
It'll say, black or over there or whatever. And so you go, oh, it said over there. Where are you? Oh, can you tell me where you are? When actually the question was, can you give me your name? So if they're that intelligent to get into an app and work it, and you have asked a question like, what's your name, they should be able to answer with your name, with their name. So, yeah, it kind of goes both ways.
I was most amused with Temu, who because I bought stuff on Temu before they started sponsoring some of our sending us free stuff and saying, you know, we'll pay you to open up this stuff live on YouTube and give us your honest opinion. I had bought some stuff, and they always send you little coupons and free deals and anything. Or they sent me a message saying, you have been given some free money to spend on your next order. Get in quick and spend it. Spin the dial to see how much you're going to get.
Yeah.
So I spun the thing. I got 2 cents.
Oh, I got $150, but I had to spend $98 first. So
they keep sending me things saying, you haven't spent your 2 cents yet. You don't have much time left. I go, why would I spend 2 cents?
Okay, Mel B.
I was 5.5 hours to
a thrift experience. Yeah, thrifting things, clearing thrifted items. Really, really awesome question. Look, again, it depends on what the item is made of. You can always sage it. You can try and sage the item, or spraying it, maybe, depending on what, again, it's made from and whether the like wetting
let me know where you're all watching from. Put it in the comments.
Wetting it with a spray like this might actually destroy material or whatever, you know, the item is made of. So be very, very careful, first of all, of what it is made of. You can actually sit it out in the sun for a while. That's, again, another good way of kind of getting energy off a particular item. You can say a prayer of clearing or cleansing, if you so wish. There are a number of different ways of doing it, and just, again, see then how it feels for you. So before you take it into your home or bring it into your home, leave it outside for, you know, or in a spare room outside or whatever. You know, gauge how you feel about it. Put some sage over it. If it feels okay, bring it in the house. Yeah. Let's not label everything as haunted just because it's old or it's been thrifted. Sometimes you just want to get somebody else's energy off it. You know, you want to make it your own. And that's completely understandable. And in that case, I would absolutely just sage the item. Yep. And don't use incense sticks. Use proper sage. Use proper sage.
Hello, Danielle Stevenson. Was it you that sent us the card with the QR code and the message? Because it sounds like you.
Yes. Yeah, we got it, gorgeous. Thank you.
That is so awesome.
So good.
Yeah, it's at the beginning. You can see it at the beginning. All right, Kurumbong, Maruya Heads. Oh, you're coming down to Newcastle after Christmas. You better look up Maitland Jail and have a look at what tours we're offering and come and do it. You better introduce yourself when you come and do the tour because, the investigation. Sorry, Mike. Because we don't know what you look like. You know what we look like, but you've got to come and say hello to us. Please. We would love to give you a big squeezy hug if you'd let us. I think that's about it from us. I'll just check to see if there's any more. No, we did that one.
Yeah, we've been on for an hour. We were only going to be on for half an hour.
Yeah. Well, now you're completely sober. I might be an hour behind you. Thank you so much for joining us. We are going to try and do a cooking session at some stage or other this week, but I think we've got something on Friday, don't we?
Yeah, we've got the jar.
During the day. Hang on, let me have a quick look during the day. I just had a feeling that there was something on.
I don't think so.
No, we should be able to do another. Who wants another cooking on the dark side with Anne and Renata on Friday? Anyone? It seems to be our most watched video of our 24 days of Christmas.
Bye, Indy.
Bye, India Mara. Yeah, we will see. Yes, says Zena. And thank you, lovely advice. I do have one tip that I find awesome for jewelry and crystal items, putting them in brown rice for around 8 hours seems to clean them beautifully.
Ooh,
Wow.
Nice.
I like it. Oh, Daisy, thank you. Please make some gravy from scratch. I can do that. I used to make really good gravy. But I'd have to do a roast first. All right, we will have a look and see what we can come up with. Something appropriately themed, maybe from the 70s. And it has to have pickled onions in it.
Oh, God. Nighty nights,
Good
everyone.
night, everyone. And thank you so much
again.
for the super stickers that you've sent through.
Thank you for the cards, super
really
stickers and everything.
Everything. You guys are
Yeah.
the best. Thank you for being on yet again. We'll see you tomorrow night for either paranormal Q&A or readings. We'll see what happens.